Look, I'm not surprised. You know, the two people I was already concerned that would flip would be Rancy and Nick. Fair. Jake didn't surprise me flipping, but you know, it would have been ideal if they just went along with it. But it wouldn't have been in their best interest, and I understand that.
Oh my word! Oh no! Oh my word! And what was it? Spicy. How spicy?
But yeah, I think it's just interesting that, you know, 3 votes in a row since the merge have all gone wrong for me. I've always been on the wrong end of those votes. But I'm still seen as the biggest threat, I guess, which probably means I need to win immunity again.
We have to win the next show.
With Liam picked off and Nick being unpredictable, I'm willing to change up who I'm working with.
So far in this game, I've saved Jake with the rock vote. I've saved Chris by telling him that he needs to find an idol. I've saved Emily by changing the vote onto Ingrid. And basically I've just kept Nick in the game by just being with him. So every single one of them I've been completely loyal to. So I'm hoping that they can repay that favour to me.
Didn't necessarily have them, and for my own personal game as well, I saw Liam as not really a physical threat in challenges.
No.
And potentially someone who could ride it to the end.
Other than, you know, Chris's clutch idol play, I've never really been caught off guard with how the votes went. I'm just annoyed because I didn't fool enough people into thinking that the way I wanted was more beneficial for them, because it probably wasn't. But you all wanted to vote him. Like, I get it. So that's why I'm not angry. If I didn't get it, I'd be angry. But I get it. So It does mean I need to be willing to adapt entirely, because the people I want to be my meat shields are getting picked off, and there was a lot of shield talk at Tribal Council.
I want to see where your perspective is at. You know, what kind of gameplay are you looking at? Does it correlate with mine?
Okay, with Liam gone. Okay. With Liam gone, I'm willing to work with you again, Emily, and stop putting your name down.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel very relieved about that.
Do you see benefit in working with me?
Yeah, you're a bigger threat than I am.
Yeah.
So the more I keep you in.
I mean, I'll just take anyone I can get. You know what I mean?
So
at this point,
probably more...
Jason's kind of like, he's not like in it. Do you know? Like he's not like into play.
Yeah.
So he's a shield in some respects, but he's not the right kind of shield at this point of the game that I'd like. I was talking with Jake and Em earlier, and I'm willing to like rekindle something with them. Rancy's got his. Do you know about the? Yeah. So Rancy's got his thingy.
And that's scary.
I was so scared that he was flipping.
I didn't know which way he was going. I wasn't surprised that he flipped, but I just didn't know which way he was going to flip.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised Nick flipped at all. I saw that coming. Look, I'm not surprised that Necromancer flipped. I was a little surprised with you, but I'm not really. Like, the only person I knew was voting with me that round for sure was, like Jason.
Yeah, for sure. But like, going into a vote, for example, if you needed 4 and you only had 3.
So So next vote's a 7, and we've got that double advantage thing floating on. Do we want to just kill him?
Kill him.
Kill him. Bury him. Do we want to bury him?
Let's do it now. Where do we bury him? Put it in the bushes.
Sorry.
Because
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was listening and half
him that-
listening, and
if
all of
we
a sudden
give-
I was like, wait,
if
I
we-
missed the name.
if we give him no one to work with,
Yeah, I
we
feel
can't use it well. And I don't know if I can take their word on it, but they said they wouldn't mind taking out Rancy this vote if he doesn't get immunity because he has that double vote advantage apparently. So if I can get everyone on the same page with that, that would be great, because that's one less kind of goat people would be fighting over to take to final tribal council. Because anyone can probably beat pretty much anyone at the end in some way or another, but Rancy's gonna be like that goat that people fight over,
Yeah.
you know?
If we don't vote out Tara, I'm thinking of voting out Rancy just because he has the advantage and he can use that against me. So I feel like he's basically a fill-in for the final 3, which decreases my chances of making it to the end.
And it jeopardizes a lot. It will jeopardize at
It's
least someone's position.
Reduces your spot to like
It could be anyone, but
half a chance for us. Where's half a chance for 7?
Okay, so if you get the immunity necklace next time,
I don't still win. I won't vote for you. I'm really beginning to contemplate planting shit on people because I just need threats to pop up from elsewhere. I just need other people to be seen as bigger threats than me, because nothing's actually gone my way this merge. So it's hopefully soon, if more shit doesn't go my way, that just I'll be seen of less of a threat. But you know, it is weird. I feel like I've become the underdog because I'm the one fighting the biggest uphill battle. I honestly think everyone else has a clearer path to the end than I do at this point. So yeah, it's frustrating, but I'll tell you what, it's fun and it's a challenge and I love it, but I don't want to have to rely on immunity wins. I really don't want to have to rely on that.
Final 7. Tara, take back the necklace. Immunity, back up for grabs. Alright, here's how this challenge is going to work. You'll each receive a block with colours on it. I will read from a list of a sequence of these colours. Oh no. You will have to repeat this sequence back to me with the blocks. Sequence. Orange, red, yellow, red, green. Alright, first colour, reveal. Everyone's right, first colour's orange. Alright, next colour. Reveal. Everyone says red except Rancy. Rancy is out.
Take a seat.
Take a seat where you are. Next colour. And reveal. Everyone says yellow. Everyone is correct. Next colour. And reveal. Everyone says red except Jake, who says green. Jake is incorrect. Jake is out of this challenge.
Look at me, it's not a joke.
Last colour. Everyone reveal. Green, everyone is correct. Everyone moving on. Alright, next sequence. Next sequence is blue, green, purple, yellow, red, blue. First colour. And keep it covered. Keep it covered. And reveal. Everyone says blue except Chris, who says green. Chris is gone. Alright, next colour. And reveal. Everyone says green, everyone is correct. 4 people left in this challenge. Next colour. Everyone ready? And reveal. Emily says purple, Tara says red, Jason says yellow, and Nick says purple. Tara and Jason are wrong. Out of this challenge, we're down to 2, Emily and Nick. Alright, next colour. Next colour. And reveal. Emily says yellow, Nick says red. Correct colour is yellow. Emily wins immunity!
You said you would win the next one, didn't you? You said you would win the next one.
Come on, guys, you got to pick up the pain. Because Jill's doing it.
Alright, Emily, come on over. Immunity is yours. Safe from the vote. Guaranteed spot in the final 6. The rest of you, sorry, got nothing for you. Go back to camp, decide who you're going to vote out. Remember, you cannot vote for anybody.
2 and 8.
So I was so close to winning individual immunity again. Come second twice now. Emily has beat me both times, but that's okay because I don't mind it.
Obviously, the next vote now needs to be Tara. It's become obvious the last few votes that we want to get her out. She finally lost immunity. It's her time.
Feels so good to have this around my neck. My name has come up so often. I haven't been overly scared because we've decided on a final 5, but you know, there's always a chance that someone would flip.
So, Emma, you gonna keep your feet up? Just relax.
You've answered.
Good to know that no votes are going my way.
Tara's trying to be on my side, Jason's trying to be on my side, and it's just interesting. Everyone wants to work with me. So I've got a lot of options here, but I really think that I'm going to send Tara home because she's such a threat. If she gets to the final 3, then I reckon she's got all the votes.
I think Tara's royally boned. I spoke to her quickly after the challenge. I want to work with her, Jake, Emily and Chris to get out Ramsey. So me and Jake are pretty keen on Ramsey, unless he's got an idol or something. Either him or me. Yeah. And then, yeah, well, I want to get Emily out eventually, but like, pretty keen with that.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Good talk. Alright. Okay, time to freaking scramble. Alright.
She kind of just nodded and then by the looks of it's run off looking for an idol, so I don't know if she believes me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could potentially change this.
Yeah.
I know you guys are going after me. But here's
Yeah,
the thing.
no.
If she does
I really don't like the double vote.
if she does have an idol,
Yeah.
you're stuffed. Because it's likely that it'll be split.
Yeah.
If there's an idol paranoia, I'll definitely just use that advantage in this game because it's too much pressure to have that for too much longer. Out of all those others, who would you like to get rid of? Potentially. Just potentially. Like, I'm not guaranteeing
I like Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know Nick that well.
If any is played, I hope they're not targeting me, but I definitely have a backup if I feel like there's an idol somewhere.
Braided these twine together from everywhere into like braids. I found this little thing, and these feathers, and this wire. So I'm hoping to like use the wire. I don't know. It's not gonna look very convincing. Worst comes to worst, I'll just plant it on someone else if it doesn't look convincing, and I'll just say, hey, look, they must be making an idol. I had to just run away from the group so that I have time to make this. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just hoping it looks a little bit like an idol. Enough to make it look like someone was trying to make a convincing idol, I guess.
I'm thinking of working just with Tara with this one.
So here's the thing, right? I want you to get through this vote,
Yeah.
but the problem is it's very tricky.
Yeah.
But if you get through this vote, which I'm hoping you do, I'm setting because I want to.
Yeah.
And this double vote will be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're going to use it this time?
Yeah. That's why I was talking to you. Like.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping. I'm hoping to force.
You definitely don't think she has it, because if she doesn't have it, she's gone. She's 100% gone.
Yeah, she was gone for a while, and she doesn't seem. I don't know. Why didn't any of us look for an idol?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going this round, but if I'm not going this round, I'm going, very soon anyway. Which is obviously concerning for me. So I just ran off into the bushes where they can't find me. I wanted to meet. I don't even know how you found me, to be honest. But yeah, this is okay. I might not need it this round, but look, if I'm not going to make it to the end of the game by just surviving one round, then I'm going to try to do what I can to survive a bit longer than that. And if that means, framing someone, I'm going to do it.
And I think as soon as they get Tara out, they'll go to you. So I say we go for one of them.
If she finds an idol and she stays in the game,
There's still 5 left, 5 challenges.
She's already won half so far. It's just I wish she just would have stuck around and socialised. That would have made it much more.
Yeah, because I tried to say Ranty, and then she was like, "Yep, okay." I think she didn't believe me, so.
I bet they're all looking for me to some extent, or maybe they've all just decided they're going to vote me. So I need to create another threat. And at the very least, maybe I can just cause some extra chaos.
I don't know. I think the 3 of them. So, well, Ranty and I do want to get Tara out. I wanted to get her out next go, or one after.
Yeah, after. Yeah. What do you think?
What do you think is too dangerous to keep her in?
The longer you leave her in, the more chance she has of getting to final 3.
So at the moment, it looks like it's going to be Tara being sent home. She's just won 2 immunity challenges in a row. She's really great at Survivor, and just having her around is just too much of a threat. But I'm just currently deliberating, is that the best decision for me? Because having her here takes a target off me. And I think that once I'm targeted, I'll be sent home straight away, because compared to who's at the bottom, I'm a bit more of a threat than they are.
I think she's got it,
Oh yeah, she would.
her gameplay and her
She knows the game too well.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to leaving her in, but I just think the more you leave her in, the more chance she has. It's like, do you really want to? Who's the biggest threat?
Ranty and then you've been nearly voted out so many times.
I know everyone thinks I'm the biggest threat. In many ways I am. In many ways I'm not. I think the fact that everyone thinks I'm the biggest threat makes me not the biggest threat anymore, and it's someone else, And whoever that someone else is, if they decide to vote me out, they're, it's only going to put a target on themselves. So hopefully people kind of recognize the value in keeping me around.
Also, it could be a good idea, because to protect ourselves, having us as somewhat challenge.
Yeah.
But not the worst. Some of us here are the best.
I was lucky.
It could be a good idea to protect ourselves on one side, and therefore use its advantage against us.
Yeah.
But it's also, it's just the fact that she just ran off and looked for idols. It's just.
Okay, so she's not willing to get in the chat, then you can just go with Lo then.
Yeah, I think so.
She's a massive threat. I don't know. I think the 3 of them are pretty set. And with that double vote, I feel like we're out next. That's why if we get Tara out and then drop into Tara.
I just wish it was here. Because obviously, she doesn't have to trust us, especially after the last vote, but showing that she does show a sign of trust is the right company. And I understand it's a just like, I don't know. I'll go find her. Should we go find her, or?
Yeah, let's find her.
I don't trust Nick anymore. I wouldn't mind if continued to work with him, but you know, things just aren't the same. So it'll be nice to use it to frame him, even if it only kicks in after I'm gone.
She's asked me to vote with her like 7 times and I haven't.
Yeah.
You know, she's not gonna like me.
Yeah.
So I think you can still go further with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some job one stage, but I feel like she's an easy vote for this. Because I feel like you could take Tara right up to the last 4 and
She wins the game. Definitely.
Yeah.
She wins the game unanimous.
But that's why I feel it's too early for her to go. I don't know.
I think we're letting Rancy have his big move tonight. He's got his extra vote. That'll be going on either Jason or Tara.
Like, if I can get the 4 people, then we're instantly voting whoever doesn't get the idol or whatever. Like, we'll be, like, instantly we'll be able to do it, and it might get to a tie, then that will be.
But I wouldn't mind going Chris as well.
Yeah.
Keep it strong.
Yeah,
It's a blue.
It was
It's purple. It's purple.
Purple,
Yeah, it's
purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, but I need you to desperately keep my back. Like,
What happens if I hear your name? I'll tell you.
because like we get to final 5, that's the last time an idol can be played. And look, we don't have any idols, but
We should check the fire again.
I did.
you did?
I walked and went.
So far I do have an idol, and it's hiding somewhere, and hopefully I can use it to save myself. I just don't know if I can trust the people that I'm aligned with at the moment, because I wouldn't want to take me to the end, so I don't know why they would either. This is the hardest vote so far, and I didn't expect it to be.
You gotta get it.
Tara's won 2 and you've won 2.
Hey guys, you gotta pick up the.
Yeah, I know.
So no guys won the.
No,
Nah.
we all suck.
It's cool, okay.
You're so close to time, so get it out.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the 90s Italian football quiz.
Love you all. I feel like I've been a nice friend to everyone. You know, you know where my vote is going. I will do that vote. I've always voted where I said I'm gonna vote. I've been on the wrong side of 3 merge votes. All 3 merge votes. Wrong side of. Okay, who's the real threat? It's not me, because I've been on the outs of every single vote. Can any of you say that? No. Okay, you guys are beating me currently. Am I really the biggest threat?
Come on, that's so good.
Vote in. All right. Bringing in the members of our jury. Calvin, Ingrid, and Liam voted out at the last tribal council. Final 7. Things getting hectic. Emily, good time to have immunity.
Yeah, my name has come up one too many times.
Tara, you've had immunity the past 2 times. How does it feel to suddenly be vulnerable?
It's pretty horrible. Yeah, no, I mean, this could be the final stand. I don't really, you know, I'm hoping on hope. I'm voting where I said I'd vote. But it's all in the hands of these guys now. Though I will say, okay. Now, I know for a fact this is not a real idol. This is not a real idol, but I did find it. Oh, I found pieces of someone trying to make one. So I don't know whose fake idol this is, but I found it in our camp. You know, so that is someone's, and I know where I found it, whose stuff I found it in, and I will say whose bag it was in if you guys keep me around.
Say it.
Wow.
Why?
Is it fake, bro?
Why? What if you It's a fake one, but I can
What
tell
if
you who
make
the.
a fake one and you're trying to do it against someone else?
I can assure you I did not make it. But yes,
pretty
I can tell you that I will tell you guys whose it is if you do not vote me out. But yeah, that's fine.
Wow, it's an interesting proposition raised there. Rancy, what do you think of that?
Could be bluffing, could be not. We'll find out soon. Yeah.
Nick, does this change anything? Is this
Yeah,
things
Nick,
running
does
through
this
your brain?
change anything?
Not really. I think it's a good try. I'm pretty solid on my vote.
Alright. Jake, what about you? What's your reaction to this?
I just love it. It's just guns are blazing. I admire, I respect it. Yeah.
Is anyone here worried apart from Tara? Yeah, Rancy?
Yeah, I've heard my name.
And Jake? So, I notice a lot of you are not bringing your bags to tribal council. Does that mean that you feel comfortable?
I didn't
You're too busy making that, mate.
I didn't make it!
Chris, is there some amount of paranoia that's happening? There's no idols that have come up for a while. There's people making fake idols potentially.
There's always paranoia, especially with idols. However, I'm of the belief that you can't sort of think too much about idols. If you think too much about idols, you're just getting burned yourself. You've seen it so many times in Survivor where people overthink it too much about idols, and then they're the ones who get burned.
Jason, what do you think of that? Do you have contingency plans for this vote?
For this vote, it was pretty clear for me. We got two threats at the moment. One is Tara, and the fact that Rancy has 2 votes. So my strategy is, I've spoken to a few people, including Tara, and I feel like we might have 4 votes for Rancy, forcing him to use his double.
So Rancy has a double vote?
Yes. So that's my plan going through. So I'm trying to pit the 2 against each other.
How was that revealed? Did someone discover this? Was it revealed to the tribe?
It's been, basically everyone's known about it for the last few votes, so it's been on my mind, so he's been a massive target for me. Obviously, him and Tara, so for me, if I can pit the 2 against each other in this round, at least one of them's got to go. It's a battle.
So Rancy, what's your pitch to stay through this round?
I guess I've practically saved half this tribe, so that's what I owe me. So I trust most of these people. I'm hopeful that they trust me. And yeah, I think there's a solid group that can just move forward and just go right to the final 5.
Jason, when you're weighing up owing someone and doing what's in your best interest, is there a way that those 2 things can come together, or is there one that you choose over the other?
I think, down to 7 now, I think at this point everyone's chopping and changing constantly, so it's hard to balance who you want to be loyal to and who you want to. I'm thinking about who I want in the final. I've spoken to a few people from my original tribe that I'm hoping will follow through with our plan and get rid of the big threats.
People from your original tribe.
Original.
That knocks out a few others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tara, what's your pitch?
Let's go to rocks. No, seriously. If you guys go to rocks, you don't have to make me immune. You can put 4 votes on someone else. We can put 4 votes on each other if Rancy uses his advantage. We can put 4 votes on Rancy. That would make him immune. And if you don't want to make me immune, you can put 4 votes on someone else with Rancy's advantage. And then we can go to rocks. I'll go to rocks. We can all go to rocks together.
You guys want to go to rocks?
No.
Go to rocks.
Let's go to rocks. Let's go to rocks. Let's go to rocks. Yeah. I don't know. I reckon we should go to rocks, eh? But No,
Jake,
maybe not.
What are the benefits of... What is one time when you would go to rocks? Is there a time?
I don't know, it just depends. Like, if I've got someone that I'm 100% yeah, then yeah, I would probably go to rocks with them. Loyalty, but...
Chris, you're nodding, is that the same
Absolutely,
for you?
like, you gotta play this game with people that you trust. I'd be willing to go to bat for the people that I trust, and if that means going to rocks, let's do it.
Well, who would you be down to put down if we were going to rocks?
The people that have remained loyal to me throughout the game.
Who right now?
Hey?
Who?
Do we want to talk about this?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's everyone that's been loyal. You've been against me on every vote. Jason's been against me on every vote.
Have I?
What about redemption? Don't we believe in like forgiveness and forgetting the past?
There's only so many times that you can bounce back from that, though.
Emily, what do you think of that? Like, is there much damage control happening? Like, or once someone votes against you, are they like gone? Because you've had a couple of votes against you.
Yeah. Look, it's all about trusting people that you believe are going through with you. Personally, I wouldn't want to go to rocks.
Actually, by the way, we wouldn't even go to rocks. Even if Rancy played his advantage, he wouldn't be able to play it the second time round, which would flush his advantage, you know?
And then everyone
You can re-vote.
Alright. Does anyone have something to say before we go up to vote?
Yep, I'm using this. I'm using the advantage.
Alright.
So I'll read it out. Congratulations, you have found an advantage. You have an extra vote. To use your extra vote, you must announce it at Tribal Council before the voting commences. So yep.
Alright.
This is it.
Let's go. You can start.
So the first vote goes to Jason, because I'm expecting a split vote. So I should be safe, but you never know in this game. I could have just stuffed myself up with this one. So that's vote 1. And same logic again. Second vote goes to Jason to force the split. And yeah, hopefully this works.
Cool.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Blue Mary, you're a badass.
Alright. I'll go Kelly's vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'm kidding. Alright. I'll read the votes. First vote. Tara. Next vote. Tara. Next vote. Jason. It's 2 votes Tara, 1 vote Jason. Jason. It's 2 votes Tara, 2 votes Jason. Rancy. Rancy. 2 votes Tara, 2 votes Jason, 2 votes Rancy.
I didn't see that coming in.
Next vote, Tara. 10th person voted out of Melbourne Survivor, Warrandyte, and the 4th member of our jury. Tara. Tara, the time is spoken.
Oh, good game.
See you guys. Alright. Big player gone, and big players left. Final 6. It only gets more stressful and hectic. Enjoy your walk back to camp. See you at the next challenge.
It was a good run. It was good fun. It's nice playing, you know, bit of the dominant game side of things. It's fun just going all out in a last minute scramble, being a bit outrageous. I didn't really think it would work, but I'd rather go out guns blazing than, you know, roll around and cry about it. I mean, it would be nice if a few of them did realize, like, they're next to go because they're also seen as threats. You know, I don't think it'll take long for people to realize how much of a social threat Jake is. Overall, it was a fun game, fun experience. I would definitely do it again. I hoped I'd come out of this with a bit of money because I'm broke as hell, but, you know, it's life. And I'm 20, I'm allowed to be broke.
That's
What? For the dehydration scene.
Do you want to do the final 6 thing again?
Final 6. Final 6.
Let's do a bit more.
Final 6, guys.
Final 6. Alright, no hard feelings at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all.
I'm so happy Tara's gone. That means there's only Renzi and I are the last 2 G'dang members going, so I actually want him out. I want to be the very last green left. I think that's a really cool case. What I also like is Jason got 2 votes. That means that I've been to the most trouble councils and I've had the least votes against me out of anyone remaining. So I have got a really good case to win this now.
Rancy and Nicholas, they just haven't really played the best compared to everyone else. You know, Nicholas has been quite average at a few things, and Rancy hasn't performed well in anything besides having an advantage. So I would like to take them to the end because I think they'll be much easier to beat.
Alright, so here's me and you cool. I'm knocking 10 on here. But what I'm thinking, sorry to use it, you just say it like this, but we can actually use it.
Yeah. I think they'll go to me.
Yeah.
If we want to make it. I don't know, it would be, I'm happy to vote for you guys. Yep. And I'll do it. I swear on my mother's life.
Renzi is trying to make another big move by bringing in Jason and flipping on Jake or Emily.
It would be a case of...
I'll just discuss it with Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is probably the one that
He's probably the
closest.
closest.
I think he's keen to get rid of it as well, but
I think we all agree we don't want to take Jake because he's too likeable.
It's too likeable.
Emily?
He'll have cowards.
He's got regrets for sure.
Oh yeah, like,
Jake is flamboyant, Jake is sassy, and Jake will draw votes. So I really like him, but do I want to take him further? I need to figure that out.
Yeah. We'll just say to Chris, if you can't do this plan, then we're going rocks. I think he didn't want to take either of those 2 anyway. He had the same idea.
Yeah.
And now that you're a free agent, like
Yeah.
There you go, pal.
Yeah.
Pal.
But honestly, like as I just talked to you about, I like
Yeah.
to vote you out.
Yeah.
For us, I think, yeah.
Yeah, if Emily gets in, she'll be...
Yeah, she's
Jake's really good.
She definitely.
Emily's been
Next time.
Emily's really cool. I did not talk to her for a very, very long time. It was only one time where she was on the outs. I just had a quick conversation with her and we gelled really well. She's very sweet and I respect her greatly for winning 2 individual immunities where I came second in both 2, so we sort of have that bond as well. Even though we don't talk much, I think we're good.
Jason asked Jake and I to vote for him and Tara to try and get Rancy out. We didn't do it, so I feel like even though he's the least vote and I'd like to get him on our side, I just feel that he wouldn't trust me to do it. And I also think that Rancy's talking big to him.
I spoke with Rancy straight after the vote. Obviously we were half going for each other, so he felt like he was a big target and then we both were. So I've sort of thrown my lot in with him So the plan is for Emily.
And she wants to bring in Jason. Okay. Emily, go on. Is Jason on board with Francie?
Yeah.
Yes. And they're going to put Chris as a third.
Yeah. You know, coming into this final 6, we said keep it 5 strong, but immediately that's just completely changed. Now Emily is the target, which is understandable because she is such a massive threat. But you know, she's my home girl. You know, I want to take it to the end, but maybe this is necessary for me to win because going up against her, I don't know how my odds would fare compared to someone like Rancy, who I think I would win easy. But yeah, it's a little bit conflicting because if they're willing to get rid of Emily, why wouldn't they get rid of me?
So my plan, yeah. 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 James has got this massive unfortunate there. Yeah. His advantages, and he's constantly been the bottom of the survivor because he's taken up his match from Miller. Yeah. I think it's good straight as well. That's Chris's outlook, and I think that's 3. Yeah. So really long chances. I'll just tell you if you're coming up. Yeah, I don't appreciate it, but I don't think you will. Yeah, he's keen to get rid of Emily. Yeah.
I think Emily's building a strong case now, but I think that the other 2 have stronger cases than her. I think Jake is a massive social threat, and I think that Nick will have the votes of people like Cal, and Cal will be a major influencer on the jury.
Because I know that I'm a threat, but I feel like she is a bigger threat.
She's a threat, but you're really likable.
What have I done?
Yeah, I know, but they feel like you'll get the votes.
But
Which
you've got Cal on the jury. Obviously, he'll be influencing people, and I think he's not really that clearly not who likes you. He always plays the best game.
Yeah.
And I think she has. You know, she survived.
Yeah. Well, that's why
every trial she's been at where she hasn't been immune, she's had an input and had both.
Yeah. So we spoke about that with Emily last time. So I'll push Emily this time. Yeah.
If it came down to it, I think I'd take Nick over Jake. Out of everyone there, Jake's the loveliest person, but he will win the game. And I'm not here to see someone else win. I want to win. Let's go.
Guys. Alright, final 6. Good job of making it this far. Emily, I'll take back the necklace. Alright. Immunity is back up for grabs. Guaranteed spot in the final 5. You want this. We're going to start on your plate over there. You're going to run over to grab a block and come back. You're going to stack it on your base plate and then run out and get another one. Continue this until all the blocks are at your plate. When they're in the stack, grab your bean bags, run to the rope and start throwing to knock them off the plate. Sound good? Alright, we'll get to it. Guys ready? Start! Alright, Jason, back quickly. Not far behind, Jason and Emily, with Chris and Brent bringing up the rear. Jason's back again. Jason's back again, he's making up line. He's wiping everyone now. Nick's not too far behind, then Jake. We've got Emily taking it out. Not far behind. Brent. and Chris are getting nowhere. Same as Jake. Rancy just misses. Rancy gets it on but not off. Jake's hard. Jake finally gets it down. Fuck. Jason just got one of his onto the board. That's not what you want. Rancy knocks his off, but is it off?
No.
Still hanging on the edge. Rancy's going to go again. Jason just misses. He's going to go again. This could be it for Rancy. Not quite. Nick's still got a chance. Chris almost knocks him down. He's got it. Jake only has 1, 2 on his board. Everyone is still in this challenge. Jason knocks on slightly. Rancy gets close. Rancy! Jake knocks all of his up. Rancy wins community! Alright, everyone gather over back here. Good job. Behind victory. Immunity is yours. Safe from tribal council this round. Guaranteed spot in the final 5. The rest of you, sorry, can't say the same. One of you will be voted out and become the next member of the jury. Head on back to camp, decide who you're going to vote. Remember, you cannot vote for Rancy.
Finally got this thing. After coming last in nearly every challenge. You either come last or you come first, and I've come first today, so super pumped. Final 5. And I've got a couple of deals that will get me straight to final 3, so this sweat has been worth it. I didn't expect to get this far, to be honest. I was nearly out first vote, so to get this far and to potentially have control of what happens now is incredible.
Another throwing challenge.
Can I just do throwing challenge?
Yeah, that's true. That must feel pretty good, eh?
Yeah. I wanted at least one.
Yeah, this is a lot of work, a lot of sweat, a lot of sleepless nights listening to snores, but it's been worth it. This has been an incredible journey. I've learned a lot about myself, and to get this far really means a lot. This was my aim, so hopefully now I can just be the rightful sole survivor.
There's been a lot of pressure on me being the only girl. I'm not sure a lot of guys like that. They're looking at that could be an advantage. It's a bit disappointing that I couldn't knock off anything. Hoping that puts me as less of a threat.
We just got back from the immunity challenge. I made myself look like a bit of a mess out there. Running wasn't my strong point. Obviously I found out that throwing isn't really a major skill that I have. I hit the blocks a couple of times and they didn't fall down, so that was fun. But the main thing is my boy Rancy won the immunity. I trust him 100%, and the main thing was that Jason was going to go.
I really thought I might have had that challenge in the bag and I would have felt safer, but I think I'll survive this round. I feel like the votes this time are going to be between Emily and me. I'm hoping he's convinced. I'm pretty sure we got Nick. I'm hoping we've got Chris as well. But yeah, that's how hopefully I survive another hour.
Yeah.
Did anyone not get into the box?
I didn't get it.
I kept hitting it and then it wouldn't fall over.
I knocked one back on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Earlier on, I said I wanted Cal out, Ingrid out, and Tara out as well. Jason is the last straw of the people on my hit list, and I'm hopefully that comes to fruition.
Try the underhand thing, but that's
the one block at the bottom looks so hard.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Big
one. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
That's playing with fire.
I think I'll stick with Rancy and maybe try and take Jake. I think if I get through this round, I think I'll be targeted next, and I don't know if there's much I can do, but I think, yeah, maybe Rancy and Jake I can trust more than the others. They're the final three that I will push for and hopefully can get the votes as well. If Emily's in, I think she'll win. Yeah, she'll run up the fighters again.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to keep an eye on it, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know you and Rancy, Rancy and Chris seem to be.
He tried to, I told Jake then that I was sticking with you guys.
Yep.
I told him that I'd tell him if we were going to go for him, but I don't think we are.
Yeah.
I think Emily, but he's quite tight with Emily.
Yeah.
So I think, if anything, he'll go with Emily and maybe try and convince Chris to go for me.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to stick with you and Rancy.
Yeah, cool.
And then if it is a toss, it'll just be between me and Emily.
What doesn't it?
On a revote. But I think Rancy can win over Jake.
Yeah, I think so too. He's been the underdog from the start. He's won the challenge.
No one wants Emily. I think she's been, her name come up too many times. So yeah, I'm just sticking with you guys.
Yeah, sure. That's it.
Socially, strategically, horrible. Like, we're the ones who have saved her time after time.
Yeah.
We could pay that much easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
If, like, the biggest threat Jason gets needed, does he win the game?
Probably not.
Why not? Like, he's just got Cal, he's got Tart, he's got all these people that he voted with.
Yeah.
Rancy's number one. I thought he was on the bottom really early on in his tribe, as was I, so we're in similar boats. And it was nice to hear that during the questions game that he was the person that least deserves to be in the game still. So if people are thinking that way, there's a lot of players that will be on the jury that were still in the game at that stage.
I've got to deal with both Chris and Nick at the moment. So we see Jake a huge social threat. Everyone loves him. Everyone thinks he's the most likeable person. Hasn't really done much to piss people off. Emily's won some challenges, been a huge threat that way. She's just got a lot of business, been in a lot of votes, but still stays. So I think those two are the main threats. So what were you thinking? Jason, you could see as a physical threat, but he hasn't really proved it yet. And I think getting rid of Jason just diminishes my chances of control later in the game. So I still want someone that I know people don't want to take, which is Jason, so that they can still take me if I don't win this again. So definitely Jake or Emily tonight. I'm taking you. Yeah. I reckon it's either Nick or Emily. No, we'll decide on the spot.
Yeah, sweet, awesome.
Sweet. I'm happy with either. So.
Me and Chris have spoken about alliances, but we've never really been in. So I think I can't see me going with him. So if me and Rancy stick together, hopefully it'll be me, him, and Jake in the final.
They want me, Chris, and Rancy to be top three. And they think Jason will do anything right now, so they won't come in this support. They're worried about you because you're the final girl. They're worried about Jake because he's the biggest social butterfly.
There's definitely talk about me going again. I was hoping that we'd get rid of Jason and that would make us the 5 we wanted. Rancy doesn't want me. I'm hoping I can talk Chris into telling him because he wanted Rancy and me at the end.
Like, I mean, I look a threat, but I really don't think I can talk the jury into it. Like, they have to go with what I say. I'm not one who can convince somebody of what I've done. Like, I'm just not the talker to be able to do that.
Yeah. So because they think I'm in with them, top 3, I'm going to try and find out where the votes are going.
I'm hoping that we can vote Jason because Nick and Jake are with me.
think about it. I'm just kind of like thinking. Yeah. I'm definitely not going here.
I won't vote for you. I'll just tell the rest of them.
There's definitely potential later.
Yeah.
At the moment, it looks like Emily is target number 1 and Jace is target number 2.
It was just Emily, mainly.
Yeah.
That was a chat.
Would you want to do Emily or are you thinking Jason? I don't mind that way. I just want to be aware.
So, conversation with Chris. And then we'll sort it out, because I'm cool with whatever.
I feel sad about getting Emily. I really like her, and I promised her final 3. She's the only person I've really promised a final 3 to. But if I can guarantee myself final 5, I can play my idol and guarantee myself final 4. You know, is it worth, putting my whole game in detriment just because I want one person to go to the end with who has a chance of beating me? No, it isn't. So realistically, it should be just clean, cut, and dry. But I like her, and she's my friend. But I'm struggling.
I'm hoping worst comes to worst, we'll tie, then we'll tie again, and it'll go rocks and the others.
I could say, alright guys, we need to split votes, obviously. Do you want to put 2 on this, 1 on this? And me, you and Jake team up on Chris?
Yeah, okay.
My plan is hopefully, if worst comes to worst, to pretend that I've got an idol. I've got Nick as backup on that he'll say that because he's also semi in that alliance, the other alliance, that he'll talk and say, Emily trusted me, she's told me she's got an idol, she's playing it. And hopefully get the vote off me.
You'd need to
I think you're with me.
Yes.
I've got an idol.
Really?
No. This is what you're telling them.
Right.
I've told you because I believe that you are going with me through. I've got an idol, I'm playing it.
Yep.
Okay?
Alright, cool. We'll go with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping everyone's on the same page. Okay. No worries.
Very good consensus is actually.
So, Emily?
Yeah, I think everyone.
Alright.
Is that cool, or you do have anything with her, or?
She's just, I've got good vibes from her.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like the fact that we're both, final 2 and 2 of the unit challenges, but
yeah,
it's okay to cut ties. I think she's a very big threat come the end because she's had so many votes against her that she's prevailed.
Yeah. So I think I'm 100%, like I know we've had these conversations with Chris and Jake, but it's 100% you, because we've been
we have from the start. The 2 Nicks.
So we get to decide after this who goes.
Yeah.
That's all I can.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm happy with the time. I thought I'd be more sure.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna.
And if you're gone, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
I'm not just.
Yeah. No. It's good.
This game's so hard. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll live to fight another day.
Yeah.
I think we all know if Emily sticks around.
Yeah. She's.
Yeah.
I'm considering playing it tonight, but if it's Emily, I could possibly hold out and play for final 5, guarantee myself a final 4. If I can do that, I'm sweet. I feel like I'll go really, really well. I could have a chance to go to the final tribal counts, but if I play it tonight, I've only just increased my chances of being voted out the following tribal council tenfold. So it's very much a risk factor whether or not to play it. Either way, it's going to break or make my game. And I'm scared.
Alright, bringing in the members of our jury. Calvin, Ingrid, Liam, and Tara voted out at the last tribal council. Already, there's conversations happening. Rancy, what's going on?
No, it's been crazy. We're just trying to make sure the plans are intact.
Emily, does it make you nervous that this stuff's happening behind you?
I'm really nervous, like, my name's come up again, and been lucky a couple of other times, but it's always hard coming in without anything to say to your side.
You're also the only female left. What's the vibe around camp? Is it different? Is it the same?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Always on the outside.
Chris, how are you feeling going into this tribal?
Yeah, pretty good. I always sort of, like I've said in previous tribal councils, I trust the people that I'm working with. I don't think they'd stab me in the back, so just ready to vote really.
Seems to be a lot of trust, but people keep getting voted out, whether they trust in people or not. Nick, we're getting to the point where trust is going to matter less if you get to the end and the people you trust are people who will beat you. How much is that playing on your mind?
I think if you make it to the final 5, the best person wins.
Best person wins?
Leave it to the best person to win because...
Branchy, doesn't seem like you agree with that.
No, I was just yeah.
I think you leave it all there. Take it all out of the final 5 and just really play. Trust. I don't know, you do what you can to get
So
to the
Jake,
3.
what happens if you're at the bottom of that final 5? There's a group of 5 and you're the person who gets voted out 5th.
Bring him up, bitch.
Yeah.
I feel like I played in the ones I have with people, hopefully they don't place me at the bottom. But you never really know where you stand.
Jason, how do you feel going into this vote? Are you more confident or less confident?
No, I brought my staff this time. I'm pretty nervous. So I feel like it's been 2 names bandied about. I think it might be between me and Emily. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to scramble to stay for a little bit longer, and then hopefully carry through to the final 3.
Alright, does anyone else have anything they would like to say before we go to vote? No final pitches? All good. Alright. Emily, you're up.
It's either you or me.
I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time. Sorry.
Alright, I'll go tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote. Jason. Next vote. Jason. Next vote. Emily. 2 votes Jason, 1 vote Emily. Emily. 2 votes Jason, 2 votes Emily. 2 votes left. Jason. 2 votes Emily, 3 votes Jason, 1 vote Mike. 11th person voted and the 5th member of our jury, Jason. Jason, rabbit's vote. Head on out. Alright, well, final 5. Done well to make it here. 2 of you will be leaving very soon. And the 3 remaining will form the final 3 and have to plead your case to the jury. So be thinking about who you want sitting next to you at that final 3. Head on out. Await your next challenge.
I'd love to say I didn't see it coming, but I think the winds were going against me there. I did think that it would go to a tie vote. I really thought I had Nick and Rancy. I'm hoping that Rancy and Jake get through, the others I'm not bothered.
If you do go Jason, it's been a pleasure, you're a good fella.
Overall, it's been fun. There's been no hard feelings between anyone. So I've got to know a great bunch of people. It's been unreal.